Hi everyone, Adam at Azzy's Armouries, welcome back. My little project for today that I'm going to have a play with is the Cyma M16 variant. My plans for this one is I'm going to try and make this run very efficiently on .4 ammo. Only because, like a lot of us, when I started using .2s. You then move up to the 2.5s, 2.8s, then I was using 3s for a while. Now I started using .32s in a lot of my stuff. And I just want to start experimenting and see if I can get any better performance and consistency and accuracy using a .4 gram BB. So this is going to be the gun I'm going to try on. As I say, it's a Cyma M16 variant. At the minute it is standard out the box. Now on initial testing, before COVID stopped us going down to all the sites and that, I found that it would run on anything quite well up to about .3 out of the box. It was fine. The moment I started putting 4s on it, there wasn't enough in there to make it efficient. The BBs weren't quite coming out the barrel properly. So I think there's either an air seal issue or something here with the volumes of the air cylinder versus the barrel. So that's really what I'm going to sort of check out on this one, see if I can make it more efficient. So yeah, we'll take it apart, see what's in there, see what we think might need doing, and see if I can get it firing .4s efficiently. Here we go. So here's the inside of the gearbox from the Cyma M16. Now, on first look, there's not much we're going to probably need to do. There's a couple of areas that we're going to address. So just to go through some of the components as we remove them. Spring guide is fine, it's all metal, no problems there. Now the spring at this stage was not far off where we wanted it, and because we're going to be playing with the air seal and that, we're going to continue with that and see how it performs and if there's any adjustments we need to make later on. Now the gear set is going to be fine for what I want to achieve out of the gun. I'm not going for any silly rates of fire or anything, so the gears will be absolutely fine, so that's not a problem at all. Now one bit I will change, because I like to, is the piston. Now that is, as you can see, mostly plastic. Now I like the durability of something with a full metal rack on it, so I'm going to swap that out. So that's coming out, and we're going to have a little play around the cylinder head and nozzle and just see if there's any weaknesses going on that perhaps causing an air leak, which is not helping with the cylinder to barrel volume. So we're going to have a quick look at that and see what we find. So that's the gearbox prepared, lower bits done, ready to go. We just need to get the bits we need to build the top part and then put it all back together. So from the parts wall, we are going to choose one of these, new piston, and we're also going to have one of these. This is a new cylinder and cylinder head set. Okay, so here's the new parts. This bit, new piston, so we've got a full metal rack on there. That's going to replace the plastic one for the long-term durability of the gun, so that's really good. That's there. And then this is a complete new set of cylinder head and nozzle, and piston head. Now that, just to show you, does not fit in there. That is because this is a bore-up cylinder set. So that has a slightly larger air volume in there to help push the heavier BBs down the barrel, because it is quite a long barrel, so the extra volume I think might be quite useful. Maybe a bit overkill, but nothing wrong with that. So let's get it all installed. Right, we've got to this point now. So this means we've done the bits on the gearbox that I wanted to do. So just to recap over those, we have swapped piston and piston head out. We've swapped cylinder head and cylinder out for a larger capacity one, and I've also done the hot rubber. So we've gone for a maple leaf and that purely because of the larger contact pad, which is going to help lift those heavier BBs, so that we can hopefully throw them out to range. Everything's all going smooth. It's always a good sign after you've just built a gearbox that it cycles, so that's good. So we'll put the gun together. Now sadly, because of the dreaded COVID, all we can do here is test it through a chrono. That's all we can do to see if it's made any difference. The real test will be once we can get back to our favourite airsoft sites and be able to test them down on a decent amount of range. So, a bit disappointing for the end there, but that gives us a bit of an idea of what's gone into that, what I was hoping to achieve. And yeah, perhaps I look forward to making another video at some point in the future whenever we can get back down to somewhere to give it a proper go. Right, time for the chrono test. So what we're looking for here is consistency, which is something we didn't have before on this gun when firing it using .4s. So here we go. 245, 241, 239, 241, and 243. So we're making between 1.06 and 1.09 joules, which is absolutely bang on the power where we want it. It's just a shame we've got to wait for COVID to pass before we can get back down to an airsoft site to give it actually a proper test with some decent range. But that will make another video, I'm sure. For now though, all I ask is a like, a subscribe and hit the notification button.